Hi everybody and welcome to today's tutorial. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about jumping, okay? Jumping and landing as well, okay? So jumping is essentially a quality that involves a very rapid extension of my ankle, knee and hip, okay? That's called triple extension. And if I do that really quickly, then I should be able to create lots of force and jump nice and high. Now, most sporting, in fact, pretty much every sporting movement will require some form of triple extension, okay? If you think about a swimmer jumping into the swimming pool, you think about a golfer going through impact, you think about triple jump, high jump, sprinters coming out of the blocks, you know, you name it, there is some form of triple extension there. So jumping is really important because it's going to help us develop that skill. Okay, that's going to transfer into a sport context. The issue with jumping is, and a lot of the times I see this happen, is that people are really good at the jumping bit, but if you jump, you've got to land as well. Now, if you're doing loads of jumping, okay, and you're landing really badly every single time, then clearly that's going to be a concern or it's going to increase your risk for injury. Okay, so if we're going to do jumping in our training, then we've got to make sure that our landings are spot on. Okay, so I'm going to go through jumping, the technique behind jumping, and then I'm going to do a little bit of landing technique as well. Okay, so jumping. So I'm going to go side on so you can see me, and I'll go face on as well in a minute. So jumping, I'm going to start off nice and tall with my arms here. I'll do it slow-mo. As I squat down, so I'm essentially squatting down, I'm going to pushing into the floor as my arms have extended behind. I'm going to push against the floor, and I'm going to rapidly extend the arms up. Remember, extending from my ankle, knee and hip, extend the arms up, and I'm just going to jump as high as I can. Okay, so in real time, if I start tall, here we go. Okay, let me do it face on this time. So start tall. Okay, and there's your jump. Okay, so squatting into the floor, then rapidly pushing against the floor, extending through the ankle, knee and hip, using those arms to drive up. I wasn't quite extending my arms fully there because I was conscious that I'm quite close to the ceiling, but really extend those arms. They're going to contribute around about 10% of your jump height. So it's really important that we actively get those arms involved. Okay, in terms of the landing, okay, landing, really important. So on your landing, I want you to feel like you are relatively stiff, not compliant. Okay, so what I mean by that is, when you land, I don't want you to land and kind of be like soft and jelly-like. Okay, on a landing, we should be fairly stiff. I'm not hammering the floor, I'm just stiff. Okay, so I've gone from here, extended right up, and I'm mid-air, and then I come down, and the feeling you want to get on the landing is that you are pulling these arms like parachute cords, pulling them down to end up there. Okay, arms behind, and I want to feel like my feet are essentially in the same position as they were before I took off. So feet pointing forward, but this is the important bit. Knee alignment should be exactly the same. So I want my knees to be pointing in the same direction as my feet. So if I'm landing like this, clearly, that's going to cause me a whole load of knee problems in the future. So I want to feel like as I land, everything's aligned there. Back's nice and straight. I'll pull those arms through stiff. Okay, so let me show you. So a little squat, jump, stick. Okay, so good alignment, stick that landing, stiff, not compliant and bouncy. Back nice and straight, arms behind. And there you go. And there's how to jump, and there's how to land.